I think President Trump is getting ready to punch vaccine-induced autism in the face. I've been wanting to write this article for a long time. I've been waiting years for the moment to arrive when the normal rules which govern human behavior begin to reassert themselves. What do I mean by that? I mean that when some child falls down a well and can't immediately be rescued, the whole country stops, prays, and holds its collective breath until that child is rescued. Have two crazed lunatics set off bombs at the Boston Marathon, and the city will push itself to the very limits of endurance until the perpetrators are caught. Our televisions are filled with images of sick children asking for money for the hospital which cares for them, and we are moved. Nothing even remotely similar happens for autism families. Our children have fallen down the well of neurological injury, and not only are we ignored, but we are actively attacked for saying that vaccines cause these injuries and are doing so on a massive scale. Years before Hillary Clinton used the expression, quote, basket of deplorables, we knew that was how the mercenary media, propped up by their pharma dollars, portrayed us to the public. Our public health authorities and the pharmaceutical companies have blown apart the health of a generation of children, and yet the public is strangely silent. Instead, we who point out this carnage are depicted as the enemy. Like the vassals of some totalitarian state, the public outrage is directed at those who simply point out the truth. Our children are sick, and nobody comes to our aid. I guess that some victims are more important than others. Don't believe me? I encourage you to read the WikiLeaks email from February of 2016, where Hillary Clinton's staffers discussed the vaccine autism issue. Yes, they admit, in 2008 Barack Obama said that vaccines and autism need to be investigated, and that we should have an autism czar to get to the bottom of this issue. Hillary Clinton and John McCain said similar things. Well, 8 years later, Obama is done with the White House, hanging out in Palm Springs, and we have no autism czar. 8 years ago, my daughter, who has seizures and autism, was 10 years old. Now she is 18. Forgive me if I say I am damned glad that the Obama years are now on the garbage heap of history. And what of our new president, Donald J. Trump? Starting in 2012, and probably earlier, he was open to hearing information from Dr. Gary Kompothorkas of Florida about the massive increase in immunizations, and even started tweeting and speaking openly about it. In the Republican debate of September of 2015 at the Reagan Library, he took a direct shot from CNN anchor Jake Tapper, who 10 years earlier had killed CNN's story on Simpsonwood, when Tapper asked Dr. Ben Carson if Trump should stop saying vaccines cause autism. Trump didn't back down. Unlike Senator Rand Paul, who met with our people, said he understood, said some mildly supportive things, then when he got criticized, raced in front of the cameras to get his picture taken getting a shot. Trump stood up and said we were pumping our children full of too many vaccines. The autism community was starting to see that this blue-collar billionaire was going to be a different kind of politician. Then came August of 2016, when Trump sat down with Dr. Andy Wakefield, the British researcher who first proposed a possible link between the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine and autism in 1998, and was vilified throughout the world, as well as representatives of many other autism groups. The meeting lasted almost 50 minutes and ended with Trump taking a copy of Wakefield's documentary, Vaxxed from Cover-Up to Catastrophe, and promising to watch it. Additionally, Trump promised that if he won, there would be further meetings, this time at the White House. After Trump won, he got busy making good on his promises. He appointed Robert Kennedy Jr. to head a panel on vaccine safety and scientific integrity. And when that appointment got criticized, he didn't fold like a cheap suit. and what can only be interpreted as a fulfillment of his promise in August of 2016 to the autism community, Dr. Wakefield attended one of the Trump inaugural balls. What will follow from here? I don't know, but for the first time in many years, I'm actually excited. I don't expect Trump to follow Obama's lead and promise an autism czar, then conveniently forget about it for the next 8 years. Trump is a transactional guy. He likes to believe that his word means something, and unlike politics, in the private sector, people are expected to perform. I don't pretend to know all the obstacles Trump will face, but after listening to that inaugural speech where he didn't tone a single thing down, I'd say he's a disruptor. That's what autism needs. I expect my daughter's life at the age of 26, at the end of Trump's second term, to be much different than it is right now, God willing. To learn more about the history of vaccines, autism, and Trump's interest in the issue, you can get my book Inoculated: How Science Lost Its Soul in Autism, available on Amazon and at Barnes & Noble.